Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome to the Fairmont Banff Springs Golf Course, situated in Banff National Park, a mile high in the Canadian Rockies with breathtaking views in every direction. A captivating and challenging course, amateurs and professionals alike constantly amazed by its sense of difficulty. The optical illusions created by the mountains towering in the distance might deceive the eye of even the most skilled player. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo in the booth for EA Sports. We'll be calling all of the action out on the course, and let's jump down to the tee and get this started. Now down to the par 4 first hole, and Frank a chance to get out of the gates with a pretty good score on the card.
Certainly is, Rich. Fairly generous fairway. I think a lot of right-handers prefer a little dogleg left to start the day. That's exactly what you have in front of you.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be, what, 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That is classy.
Yeah, chance of going in.
See if you can get this one to drop. Big birdie putt. -1 in the early going. Already teed up here at the second. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Wow, I thought he made that. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. Frank, how about the first par 5 on the golf course here at the third, just a shade under 530 yards. Good birdie opportunity?
It certainly is. There's 3 bunkers just down that left side. Avoid those, and this par 5, very reachable. Oh, I liked that.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. All right, Frank, what's the right play here on this second shot to the par 5 third?
Well, even though that hole is a dogleg to the right, the best way to bring it in actually is to use the general contours, which is right to left, and the shape of the shot in that direction as well. So it might look like a little cut, but it actually suits a little draw. Oh, this is right at it.
And they're close, about 8 feet from the cup. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hit the ball in the right place there, and that good thing too. He's actually putting well. He's safely on deck.
And it makes the green in regulation. Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, he knew it right from the start. Just a poor putt. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Frank, what's the key here at the fifth hole? It's par 4, 424 yards.
The first real stringent tee shot of the day. 3 bunkers. First one not really in play. That third one in the distance, unless you're someone like a Bubba Watson, you should be able to aim at that and not reach it.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
He's putting for birdie now. Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 sixth hole, reasonably short at 373 yards, a lot of golfers arrive at a hole like this and they'll think, well, I'm just going to blast it away because it's such a short 4. You think these kinds of holes require a little more thinking?
They certainly do, Rich. If you can't drive it to the front edge of the green, there's no point really trying to hit it through that narrow neck. You can just sort of knock a 3-wood down there, or something that's going to give you a decent yardage where you can at least spin that second shot. If you can guarantee that ball's going to stop when it lands, it's going to be much easier than trying to fashion some sort of pitch and run.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. 3's company. It's good company on the card. Another birdie. Make it 3 on the round. Now to the second par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long hole, 602 yards.
Well, it's called hoodoo. Do you know what hoodoo means? It means bad luck, actually, so you don't really want to be thinking about that on this tee shot. 602 yards, if you belt one off the tee, well, you might avoid the bad luck. I'm loving that balance. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
Back-to-back birdies and 6 under par. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water. Frank, only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15 foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Second shot.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3 8th. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5. Interesting front nine here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s, and 3 par 4s. This one, not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one, you have to be a little bit careful, though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front nine with regard to par 5s.
This could be a good one. Couldn't have done much better than that. The eagle is very possible.
Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Starting to put the hammer down, Frank. This would be 5 in a row.
What? 5 straight?
5 straight birdies. Moves to -8. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
This is a good-looking shot. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, getting him another good look.
Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often.
I make very short videos chopping random objects.
Rolling the rock, Frank.
Oh, and yet another birdie, Rich. Beautiful stroke.
On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed. There's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. The great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the day. Well, Frank, here's another pretty long par 3, the 13th here at Banff Springs, 225 yards. What's the right play?
Well, unless they have that flag all the way in the back, that first 2/3 of the green is just like a nice big circle. You hit it anywhere on that, you're going to have a putt of some 20, 25 feet maximum for birdie.
I like the looks of this one. Safely aboard. Frank, our statisticians are checking right now. This may be a record. We'll find out. But he's headed for a 9th consecutive birdie. This is unreal.
Yeah, it's hard to fathom, and it's just something to really watch and savor.
Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dogleg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Everybody loves them. Birdie on the card. Well, now the par 4s begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help. Go a little further. It does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. This has a good ring to it. -14. Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favor a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it.
He has put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot. And now a good look at the green. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. That is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
Eyeing this putt for a birdie. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards, a par 4 that is, you know you're going to get a short on your iron. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Beautiful shot. Lands within 5 feet of the cup. You love to watch him disappear, don't you? Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
And consequently, a very solid round. Continuing with that kind of play can certainly put you in the winner's seat.